Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel today. If you enjoyed this review, please drop a like and please subscribe down below. I appreciate all the support from everybody. And we have this brick box with off-white right there. I know it's a little hard to see. Let me bring that up. It'll focus. CO Nike. So this was an interesting release that they did. Inside, you had a couple of interesting things there with the off-white and the face and the handprints with that swoosh right there. Same thing going on with the paper. And flipping around to the label, also by the title of the video, you'll see it's an Air Force One Mid SP in white, clear white, men's size 12. And retail is not posted on the side over here, but retail was $185 US. And this particular pair of Air Force Ones released, I believe, on June 23rd of 2022 for $185 US. And this is what we are looking at today. So actually, let me put this down real quick. I will throw a photo up of the other colorway that was released alongside this, which was a black pair. I personally preferred the white pair. I will discuss why I'm personally actually choosing not to keep these, but we will get to that in a minute. You do have the orange zip tie on one side, which I would like to show and flip around. You have off-white CO Nike C 2002 zip tie, and on the back there is nothing. There is just a look at the zip tie itself, just in case you want to do a legit check on these. I don't know how many fakes are floating around on the market, and sometimes it is very hard to tell, but if you look at the video and pause and compare details, you should be able to do the best analysis you can personally. And this is what we are looking at. So overall, from this side of the sneaker, I actually really like the look of it overall. It's weird, it's different. We have a textured kind of fabric on the upper, a stitched on plastic style swoosh, a weird swiggly airbag. I actually really love this detail right here. I know it's so simple and it's something weird, but I love how it's like a swiggle in there and almost looks like water kind of flowing, like the motion of water and how that's wavy. I like that personally. You do have a little protruding coming out of the midsole lower part here from the outsole. I will show it a different angle in a minute, but we have a white midsole, white stitching. Once again, it has that wavy outline, which I think looks really cool. Nike, do more wavy airbags. That's kind of sick. Do it on like an Air Max 1. I think it would look dope with the right colorway. And we have two pairs of laces. Both are already laced in the shoe. You do not get an extra pair. One is a plain white lace with the regular clear tips up top, you can see there. And the other is the gray lace you see right here, which is more of a rope style lace as opposed to the flat. And like I said, your swoosh is like a plastic material that happens to be stitched on right there and then stitched over here. There's that little orange tag that's famous for the off-whites that came with the original 10s that they did back in the day. Unfortunately, Virgil Abloh is no longer with us. It is sad what had happened. So we have a fabric mesh upper right here, a little bit of translucent going on the toe box, nothing around here on the toe cap, so that is not translucent. That is a little bit see-through, by the way, going up the tongue. You can see that. I will try to get my hand in there and show that better. Your medial side has a little bit of different detailing. You have these little gray eyelets I will show up close, which has the rope going through holding the lace, gray stitching underneath to hold that on. There is the other swoosh on this side, both stitched in. There's the stitching on there. It's a little hard to see. This side, you do have the printing of the off-white for Nike, Air Force One, Beaverton, Oregon, headquarters of Nike. And the things I do not like about this shoe. So first off, we have the obviously spikes, which is part of the whole theme on the toe area. I don't mind this too much. I've reviewed some off-whites with these spikes, and I don't mind them too much on certain spots. It's the same thing here. As you heard before, there was a little protruding of the outsole coming down over here. Those little teeth come out from the bottom, which is this gray part on the classic Air Force One outsole, and here it splits to a green, which shows you that layered kind of spiked overlay on the rubber. That happens right here at the midsole area underneath the mid part of the foot, and it protrudes out really far, as you can see right there with the spikes. And when you hold it in hand in person, this bothers me so much. I have no idea why. I just really do not like how this came out. I don't like the way it looks. Everything else, if everything else was left the same and they just removed this chunk right here coming out from the mid part and just left the wavy midsole flat, or a little bit of texture protruding out like that, I would be a lot happier with these. That's my reason for not keeping them. I just can't get on board with this, and it's just not making me like the sneaker as much. So once again, I gotta be picky if I'm gonna add stuff to the collection. I am running out of space. We are trying to move in the next year or two, but we are trying to be financially smart right now, and we are deciding not to move because the market is crazy for homes. It's crazy for rent. So, and we are not quite ready to buy yet. I would like to get there someday. So we are saving for that, and yeah. So there's the back heel area with a little bit of fabric up here in white. You have like a platinum gray stitch right there. It looks almost like a silver. A little bit of that wavy rubber or plastic piece coming up above the midsole. So you do have a kind of gridded graph pattern right there and a textured fabric there. It splits on the back here, and that is the area of the strap, which I will show the strap up close. Does remove, and there is your textured strap, white leather underneath. There is your lace lock in vault and a blue material. You have air on the tongue with a swoosh, and once again, if you look hard enough, you can see it's not translucent, but it looks like it's layered like that, so you can kind of see the underlayer. Quite interesting. And then with that unstrapped, you will see the insole is that black shadowed hand and a white insole. So overall, these are kind of interesting. If you really want a pair of these, I would say go ahead now. They're not doing too much over what retail was, and depending where you bought them, you might have had to pay $10 shipping, so it would have been $195 US. If you can buy them around that, or like even like $200, $210, that's not really a bad deal. So look, I will leave links down in the description to where you can find them. I thank you all for stopping by and watching my review today. If you stuck around, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think of these. I will try to answer back to everybody. I thank you all for the support. Please stick around. I have more good stuff coming shortly, and I hope you all have a good day. All right, bye.